Continuing the weekend on here, Chair Shot Reality, Juice, The Rev, LeBar. Guys, let's talk Roman Reigns. Let's talk your favorite.
Gracious.
Roman Reigns.
I don't know. He's having a good match with Braun. 4 stars from Meltzer from Fastlane.
It was a very good match.
I thought it was great.
Very good match.
One of the only good things about that pay-per-view.
You know, I don't understand. Everybody's like, oh, Braun Strowman, now he looks weak. But it's like he took a high-risk maneuver, and that's what cost him.
He's just going to win the Andre Battle Royal. And then
he's going to win the Universal title.
Ooh.
Night after.
Coming out with guns out.
That's a reality check. A blue check.
Just
to aggravate him. Roman Reigns gets chokeslammed by The Undertaker. Place pops as we can all expect. Are you okay with Roman Reigns versus Undertaker? We all kind of expected it, and it's probably inevitable. He's just got to be. They got to just work with him as a heel.
This is Reigns he's gonna beat Undertaker.
Is he?
I'm convinced.
Woo,
oh yeah, I'm convinced.
Woo.
Yeah,
Right.
Undertaker, he's on the way out. This won't be his last year. Maybe next year, but we say that every year, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Roman's on the 3 years in a row now. They're just trying to push him to do something, and this is something. It's not the title, so everybody's not gonna be as mad. But everybody's gonna be pushing for Undertaker to win, as you've seen by the huge pop that he got for the chokeslam. But I see nothing other than a Roman Reigns win. Unfortunately,
honestly,
maybe it's a heel turn.
Honestly, at the same time, I still want to have at least some type of thing. The thing is, we have our internet. Now, granted, we love you guys, but at the same time, everyone complains if you don't get your way. The fact is, if Roman wins this, people are going to say it's too predictable. Yeah. If Undertaker wins it, we need a holy factor. That's what we need right now. Do you really think, in my personal opinion, I don't believe that Roman Reigns winning this will be as effective as it would have been if Brock didn't win it the time before?
My thing is, real quick, is that everybody complains about the part-timers taking over and all this stuff, and then when it's Undertaker and Roman Reigns, we're not going to push Roman Reigns because we hate him, but he's the younger talent. So what, you're conflicting yourself.
Well, the whole part-time, full-time thing, I mean, Mark Madden, love him or hate him.
They're drawing the money.
Mark Madden said it on my Wrestling Reality audio podcast this past week. He's like, it's because the part-time guys are who draw money. The full-time guys haven't really figured out how to do it, and that's not all on the talent. A lot of that's on WWE's positioning.
They can draw enough money, but not as much.
But you know what? You said that if Roman Reigns beats The Undertaker, which obviously is very possible. Yeah. You said that if Roman Reigns beats The Undertaker, that people will complain that's predictable. I actually don't think so. I mean, I think a lot of people know that Roman Reigns, they feel he gets forced. Yeah. But only one person's ever beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So saying that it's predictable that he's going to lose a Mania, that I have a hard time buying. What the difficulty is going to be is that they're trying to set this whole thing up about Roman Reigns saying it's his yard. Obviously, we know The Undertaker's used that terminology before. Yeah. Even if Reigns does beat Taker, or if Taker beats him, regardless, you kind of expect there's probably going to be like that handshake of respect or some nod of respect, and the people aren't going to buy it, unfortunately, or at least the vocal portion aren't going to buy it. Yeah. And that's going to be the issue. But I don't know. Maybe, again, just referring back to Madden, maybe it is the fact that they're not maybe committed at this point of him being a babyface. Maybe they are just committed to him being a top star. Perhaps by the end of Mania week, Roman Reigns is just, they put him on the heel side of the fence, and I feel like Braun Strowman's starting to gain some momentum. Maybe it's
starting to gain some momentum.
I think he's already had it.
I think
he's more visible for the fans.
I think the fans are really behind him.
I feel the match with Big Show. I feel like fans are starting. And look, they made a lot of noise when Braun and Taker had that stare down. I think people are starting to buy into Braun's, obviously his entire larger than life size. Maybe he ends up being the babyface out of all this by the time we're done. And Roman Reigns, they let him be the heel if that's what it's gonna.
And regardless, it's gonna be 80,000 or however many in Orlando chanting for Undertaker to win.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
My factor is with this. Right now, I believe that Roman Reigns is in a position right now where it's darn if you do, darn if you don't. If Roman wins this, people are gonna say, "Why did you do that to Undertaker? He should retire after that." Come on, let's not continue to kill the myth of the legend itself. Right now, if he does not win it, I mean, people are going to say, okay, that was a waste of time.
I don't think Roman needs to beat him, though, to get that respect, to get over with everybody.
I agree.
WWE would be like, oh, well, he has to.
Well, we have a little more than 3 weeks to go until it is WrestleMania, but you can, and we'll be talking about this at length in the next 3 weeks. But for the final prediction, the final thoughts, just hours before WrestleMania, if you're going to be in Orlando, join the Chair Shot Reality, join the Wrestling Reality crew as we are going to be at Orlando, at the Wing Shack in Orlando, the sports bar in Orlando called Wing Shack, from 1 to 3 that afternoon. Badass Billy Gunn from DX, he'll be joining us. There'll be a meet and greet there. We're also going to be raffling a pair of SmackDown Live tickets for 2 days later off, courtesy of Ticket King. It'll be the final chance for you to get your final predictions out of what's going to happen. Again, it's free to attend, $10 to meet Billy Gunn, free Q&A with him. It's going to be a good time, all kinds of drink specials. Go ahead and check them out online, Wing Shack Sports Pub in Orlando. Let's take it now, talk about Orlando, the home of NXT, where Josh Eisenberg has his NXT in 90.
The roar of the crowd, stop your feet to the ground. Give it all to Look at your watch. We are getting on the road to WrestleMania and the road to NXT TakeOver Orlando. Josh Eisenberg, at Josh Eisenberg 4 on Twitter. Follow me, like it, love it. You're going to get so much more of me. But now, stop the clock, start the watch. It is now time for NXT in 90. NXT this week featured the return of Shinsuke Nakamura, who competed against TJ Perkins in the main event. 13 minutes, you knew the outcome, but the star power of Shinsuke Nakamura carried the match, and the great in-ring ability and athleticism from TJ Perkins, a former Cruiserweight champion, made this match from really good to just a great technical, physical contest. Nakamura wins and will face the winner of next week's championship match between Bobby Roode and Cassius Ohno. Earlier on in the night in NXT, though, we found out who the #1 contender is going to be for Asuka's NXT Women's Championship. Well, a new moon is arising as Ember Moon finally gets the call and finally gets the nod to face Asuka after a victory over Billie Kay. The only thing that I want to see from Ember Moon is more of a lengthy match. This match on NXT was 3 or 4 minutes, not too long. We need to see just a little bit more of her heading into NXT TakeOver so she can keep up with the best in the world in Asuka. And speaking of the best in the world, while they might not be the best, but they're the best entertaining guys, Insanity really attacking the faces of NXT such as Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong, and No Way Jose, No Way Jose. That match should be a 6-man tag team match at NXT TakeOver in Orlando. I'm excited for it, and get your 10 chance going. That's Josh Eisenberg 4. This right here, NXT in 90.